Nothing that has been promised has come to fruition. Can we end the wars? No. Trump wants to go back to Afghanistan. We're bombing Iran. We're building a base in Gaza. Mass deportations, Trump says, not so fast. We actually need all the people. We need the illegal farm workers. We need the illegal hospitality workers. We need the illegal construction workers. We're going to shut down H-1Bs, foreign students. Not so fast. We need all those Asians to fund our universities and do all the jobs that Americans are too retarded to do. Cut the deficit, forget about it. Epstein files, they don't exist. Can't afford a home? Well, get lost. Here we are a year in, your golden age. And it was rotten from the start because the donors got involved. And you have to understand that these things go hand in hand. When Trump started, he was not surrounded by the money. When Trump started, he funded his primary campaign with like $70 million. And it was just him and a small staff, and he was on Twitter, and that was it. And that's why it was energetic. That's why it was daring and risk-taking and exciting. And what happened really right after he won the election the first time in 17 and 18 is that all of the interests surrounded him, the money, the shills, the personnel, the bureaucrats. And the second that happened, they poisoned the well. And suddenly it became cautious and conventional and boring and safe. And suddenly it became about everyone getting a handout. Suddenly it became about patronage. Everybody getting their back scratched. Everybody getting taken care of under the table. Israel lobby, Wall Street, Silicon Valley, the corporate tax cuts, moving the embassy. It became about everything other than the people. These things go hand in hand. And this is what I said last year. Like all of these ideas that we talk about on the show, about personnel, about the Israel lobby, about the Trump campaign, about why things aren't happening quickly or at all these things are deeply related. If the Heritage Foundation is controlled by Israel lobbyists, if the Republican Party is controlled by the Israel lobby and the interests, if they're policing the young people in the speech, if they're working for the donors and the rich, then you're never going to get the good policy. You're never going to get your American revival. They're fucking killing our country. Every time the president of the United States says we have to take care of the universities before the young people, we have to take care of Hyundai and the South Koreans before we train up our own workforce, they're killing our country. They're murdering our country. In order to satisfy all the special interests and give the political kickbacks, we're literally murdering our country. Nothing that has been promised has come to fruition. Can we end the wars? No. Trump wants to go back to Afghanistan. We're bombing Iran. We're building a base in Gaza. Mass deportations, Trump says, not so fast. We actually need all the people. We need the illegal farm workers. We need the illegal hospitality workers. We need the illegal construction workers. We're going to shut down H-1Bs, foreign students. Not so fast. We need all those Asians to fund our universities and do all the jobs that Americans are too retarded to do. Cut the deficit, forget about it. Epstein files, they don't exist. Can't afford a home? Well, get lost. Here we are a year in, your golden age. And it was rotten from the start because the donors got involved. And you have to understand that these things go hand in hand.
I love it when people assume that Trump was the white knight who was supposed to save America from itself. It is so laughable when you see people who are so intelligent make this mistake in thinking that Trump was a grassroots candidate. He might have said that from the beginning. He might have pretended to be that. But believe me, Trump was never ever a grassroots candidate. He might have started by funding his own campaign, but Trump has always been from the elite circle. Trump is a multi-billionaire. Can we all just accept that? And before Trump got to be the president of America in 2016, he was worth, I think, 3 billion. That is a lot of money from someone whom we all presume to be from the grassroots, isn't it? You don't see a common jack at the end of the street with an asset worth 3 billion. You don't see that, right? So we can all agree that Trump was never from the grassroots. We might have wanted someone with a certain vibes. We might have wanted someone who talks or does things in a certain way. We might have wanted that. But to think that Trump was from the grassroots or Trump was from the common people circle, if I may put it that way, is just a child's talk. Really, just child talk. Trump has always been from the elite circle, and Trump has always done what benefit Trump. Trump has always looked after Trump. What has he done now that he is in his second term? Before he came in, he started the Trump coin and the Melania coin and all kinds of coins and make billions from it. He got gifts from the Qataris, even though Americans are saying that Qatari is a state that fund terrorists. But he got millions from them. He got a private jet from the Qataris. His son-in-law, Gerard Kushner, got billions from the Saudis. So you thought that Trump was looking out for you? You thought that Trump was America first? You thought that the whole thing of MAGA was Trump's real desire or goals? No. Trump is a business person. Trump understands the American society, and Trump will say what Trump has to say if it is going to win the crowd. Trump understands what people were craving for, and Trump was willing to tell them what they want to hear. That is the truth. I will liken Trump to our pastors in Africa. Those pastors who tell their members what the members want to hear. The Lord will solve all your problems. Amen. The Lord is looking out for you. Amen. Your Father in heaven is a very successful person, and He is going to make sure that you are well taken care of. Amen. Why worry about worldly possession when your Father in heaven has a lot? If wicked people can take care of their loved ones, what about your Father in heaven, who is a lovely Father? Wouldn't He take care of you? That's what the preachers tell their members, while at the same time hoarding so much wealth for themselves. The Lord is good all the time. Gullible members give their hard-earned money to preachers, and preachers become billionaires while those members go hungry. So much for the Lord is good. So much for the Lord is good. It's the same thing with Trump. When Trump came in, Trump realized that people were fed up with the two system and the way people talk and the way people behave and the way you have to conform to certain principles. So Trump was like, I am going to be a disruptor, and I'm going to change the status quo, and I'm going to say things that are outrageous, but are things that people will be wild up about. So what did he do? He said exactly that. Hillary is corrupt. The Democrats are the worst. The Republicans are no better. I am from the outside. I am funding my campaigns. I am a billionaire. I have so much money. I won't be corrupted. I will drain the swamp. He said so. When I get to Washington, things will change for the better. And people were like, yay, yay, yay. This is a person we'll be waiting for. This is a candidate we wanted for this country. He will change this country for the very best. People shouted, hooray, 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 kumbaya, kumbaya, kumbaya. How gullible people can be. They all shouted. They all celebrated Trump. They all praised him. He came the second term and said, do not worry. We are going to make everything straight. We are going to right the wrongs. We are going to release the Epstein file. We are not just going to end with Epstein files, but we're going to go to JFK files or MLK files, and we're going to release every single thing. We're going to know what the FBI is hiding. We're going to know what the deep state is hiding. And people thought Trump wasn't a member of the deep state. As soon as he got into the White House, then people started realizing that Trump is no better. But the thing was, he has been no better from the get-go. He has been someone who fight for himself from the get-go. He has been someone who will do what benefits him from the get-go. People did not just wanted to believe it, or better still, people fooled themselves into thinking that he wasn't what he was. And the irony is, you can only pretend to be someone who you are not for just so long before people start realizing who exactly you are. People are now realizing that about Donald Trump. He says outrageous things. He makes wild promises, but fulfill none, kept none. And when you try to hold him to account, he turned around and slams you. He turned around and said, if you're going to ask me, if you're going to hold me accountable, then maybe I don't need your support anymore. As far as Donald Trump is concerned, loyalty is a one-way street. And whenever you say that, oh, Mr. President, we are loyal to you, maybe you should be loyal to us too, because this thing should be a give and take. Then he will be like, no, 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 no. You misunderstood this whole thing from the very beginning. It is a one-way street. You guys are loyal to me. I am never loyal to you guys. Get that into your thick skull. He will say that to you straightforward. It's really sad, but it's better late than never. People are waking up, and we are grateful for people like Nick Fuentes, who have made it their very own mission to open the eyes of many Americans. So, let's see how all this is going to unfold.